This video will demonstrate the yield of this 1,108 pound live weight utility cow that's processed at Lambert Meat Laboratory at a hot carcass weight of 554 pounds with a yield of 50%. Here Ray Johnson will demonstrate separating the carcass between the 12th and 13th rib, separating the hind quarter from the fore quarter. The left side weight of this carcass was 287 pounds. This is a shot of the ribeye of the carcass, showing a quality grade in the low utility with a low slight degree of marbling. This carcass had approximately 2/10 inches of fat, 11 square inches of ribeye, and would estimated 1.5% kidney, and would yield 1.9 to 2.0 yield grade. Here we show the separation of the shoulder from the rib. We will separate the chuck into a 3-piece cut. First we remove the arm from the blade. Now we're going to show the separation of the rib from the plate. Ray Johnson will then begin boning the carcass, starting with the blade portion first, separating the lean from the bone, and we will determine the total yield from the fore quarter. Here we see Ray removing the scapula. And now finishing out the bones, the neck bones, and the bones from the shoulder. Ray will now trim the excess waste from the arm portion, remove the rib portion from the arm, and bone the arm portion of the fore quarter. Fore quarter on this carcass weighed 150.5 pounds. From that 150.5 pounds, we had a yield of edible lean of 109.5 pounds and a total bone weight of 41 pounds. Here Ray will remove the ribeye roll, which is often used in the hotel and restaurant industry. And some of these subprimals, or the higher quality subprimals, do find their way into many of the restaurant markets. Ray completes the boning of the rib, and this will complete the boning of the fore quarter when he finishes boning the plate section. This is the final boning of the neck. Now we start on the hind quarter, and the first cut is to remove the kidney fat. The kidney fat was weighed, and this carcass had 5 pounds of kidney fat, or 1.7%. Here Ray is removing the tenderloin. Tenderloin of this carcass had a weight of 5 pounds. Now we separate the round from the loin at the usual location, and then we remove the sirloin portion of the loin from the short loin. Ray will then bone the sirloin, leaving the top and bottom sirloin as one whole muscle cut. Next step is to bone the short loin, first the 13th rib and then along the spinal process to remove the short loin or the top loin muscle. Now we remove the pelvic bone or H-bone portion from the round, and we will separate the round, first removing the inside round along the natural seam, and then removing the tip. This hind quarter weighed 136.5 pounds and had a yield of lean of 104 pounds with 32.5 pounds of bone. This 287-pound side of beef had a lean trim of 200 pounds, fat and bone of 87 pounds, for a final yield of 69.6%. I might point out that Ray Johnson boned this side of beef in less than 40 minutes.